Hello, my name is Ian Smith, and this is my midterm essay. The blues is one of the most influential and important genres in the history of United States music. It also has many influences around the world. The history of the blues dates back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The blues originated from African American communities that resided in the deep south of the United States, whereas developed as a way to share their pain, hopes, and daily lives of people undergoing segregation in a racially divided society. The genre combined the elements of earlier song styles such as spirituals, work songs, field howlers, and folk music, creating a unique combination of melodies, repetitive rhythms, and emotional lyrics. The blues served as a musical foundation for various genres of music, especially jazz, rock and roll, and rhythm and blues. These genres helped millions of artists advance the music we enjoy today, creating what we now know as 20th century music. Despite the importance of these genres and musical styles, this essay will discuss the early history of blues, looking at the timeline where it made its debut, its involvement with the African American communities, all leading up to the 1950s. One of the key elements in the development of the blues music was its connection to the experiences of African Americans in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. After the Civil War, many formerly enslaved African Americans remained in the South, working as sharecroppers, laborers, and other low-paying but demanding jobs. The harsh realities of their daily lives, coupled with the legacy of slavery and ongoing racial discrimination. This music became a way for African Americans to voice their struggles, resilience, and desires. The themes of loss, hardship, and longing that are prevalent in early blues songs reflect these experiences. For example, blues artists often sing about love, hard labor, poverty, and the quest for freedom, all of which resonated deeply with their audiences. The emotional depth and raw honesty of the blues helped the genre connect with listeners, making it not just a form of entertainment, but also a powerful means of storytelling and cultural expression. Much of the storytelling style can be traced back to the era of slavery, where African Americans used music as a way to cope with the brutal conditions of forced labor. Field howlers, spirituals, and work song were some of the precursors to the blues that were sung in cotton fields, railways, and plantations. These songs were a form of communication, allowing workers to express their feelings, coordinate tasks, and even resist their oppressors. The call and response pattern often found in these early forms of music laid the foundation for the blues' distinct structure. The improvisational style of the blues singing, where singers would modify phrases and add their own lines, also stems from this tradition, showing the flexibility and creativity of the genre in its early days. The migration of blues music from rural Southern America to the more urban northern parts of America signified an important chapter of the blues history. This shift was mainly driven by the Great Migration, which was a mass movement of African Americans from southern states to cities in the North and Midwest such as Chicago, Detroit, and New York. They moved there in search of better economic opportunities and escape from racial discrimination. As African Americans moved north to these cities, the musical styles that they played traveled with them, and the quiet, acoustic sounds of the Deep South evolved into a new electrified blues, one that suited the crowd of the industrialized North. Chicago became a blues hotbed with musicians such as Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, and Willie Dixon using electric guitars, amplified harmonicas, and the full drum kits to make a louder, more powerful sound, which was more suited to the noisy urban nightclubs of the northern cities. This was the beginning of the end of the rural acoustic Delta blues. The migration of blues to to the North not only helped popularize the genre across a wider audience, but also laid the groundwork for future musical developments such as rhythm and blues, rock and roll. These genres would emerge in the following decades. Through this transformation, blues music retained its core themes of struggle, love, and resilience, but new urban sounds resonated with a diverse audience, helping to solidify its place in American culture. In conclusion, the blues played a crucial role in shaping music before and after the 1950s. While the blues originated through terrible hardships and cultural struggle of African Americans within America, the music emerged as a powerful and beautiful tool for storytelling that reflected the struggles and resilience of the African American community who were facing difficult social and economic challenges. Its evolution from the acoustic sounds of the southern fields to the electric urban beats of northern cities demonstrated the genre's adaptability and widespread appeal. The migration of the blues music across America not only spread its influence, but also helped to create new, hybrid forms that shaped the musical landscape of the 20th century. The mixture of new and the old, the blues was passed down through generations, becoming timeless and unique. A hit among diverse audiences by mixing the old and the new, blues music has become universally recognizable and influential by American and world cultures.